for the money. We got no money. No, it's gonna be listening for the rest of your life.
Hey, you guys, what up? This is Herbal TikTok, mind your business. But I'm sitting here with my organic, in the words of Nene Leaks, and my tequila with pineapple, with a dose of water, hydrated, and a splash of white cranberry peach, tastes good as hell, and a mug like I'm Dr. Heavily. And this discourse with Shamea and Porsha is so interesting to me because y'all are lying. Y'all are not telling the truth. I chose this picture specifically because, for one, Shamea, I hope this is the Shamea that you channel for this reunion because they got to be on your head top. The gang up on Shamea, you can see it in the way the women respond to certain questions. Porsha pulling a power move at that breakfast table, talking about, yeah, that night was so, well, Drew starting it off talking about the night before it was so healing, and Porsha revealing that they had a nice moment with Kelly trying to get under Shamea's skin. We're sophisticated viewers here, so we watch for beyond just what we're watching on the surface. And the thing about Porsha is, she thought there was 265 days in a year, so you don't have to dig much beyond the surface to see the bullshit that is Porsha providing a steward, almost McKinley Williams. Divine alignment. And this is not a hate Porsha piece. Just because we see people for who they are on television, by the way, y'all need to stop saying that stupid ass, y'all don't know these people. We've been watching Porsha for, 15 years on the show? We're in, not 15, that's too long. She joined with King in season 5. 10 seasons at least, because I know she took a break when she was trying to run away from discussing Simon, which, by the way, I just watched that interview with Tisa Tales and Fallon. The way that Simon and Porsha tried to spin that bullshit, Jalen didn't get that girl pregnant. Jalen was in fucking jail at the time when they was trying to say that he was pregnant, she was pregnant by him. Just a bunch of fucking liars. They deserve each other. So at any rate, nonetheless, going back to this though, y'all are lying. Y'all are not being honest about what's on our TV screens. Y'all are starting at the letter P when you need to start at letter A. So I brought in this picture because, like I said, Shamea, I hope you channel this Shamea. I hope you, every time they have something to say, put on your best Kenya Moore, cross your legs, cuss their ass out, and keep it moving. And don't apologize for shit. I want to get not near another motherfucking apology video. Don't do that shit no more. So anyway, it was so cringe. I couldn't even get through it. I mean, what the fuck was my auntie talking about? You gotta circumcise people out of your life like cancer. What the fuck? At any rate, like I said earlier, we're sophisticated viewers. So we don't need Porsha and the cast to say, we're trying to out Shamea. We're trying to ice her out. We don't need to watch them actually say that to see that that's what's going on. They're not much better at it than Giselle over on Potomac with her and her vagina neck. So, I mean, like, if you're not seeing the plays that are happening, the way the scenes are going and how people have these rehearsed-ass answers, a lot of people are saying Porsha is playing it cool while Shamea has been bothered. First of all, Porsha is, as Shamea said, narcissistic. So the fact that her supply no longer wants to deal with her, absolutely she feels the type of way about that. And if she didn't, she wouldn't be punching in on certain conversation points. Like with the whole George situation, which y'all really insulted Shamea. Y'all owe Shamea and her pussy an apology for trying to put George on her. Green beard. And I watched a snippet of him in his TV show, and that's all I needed to know that, for one, this is some bullshit. And for two, if I was Shamea, just off that alone, I would cuss Angela out every time. It's not even just that you try to put a body on the bitch, but that body, that nigga. Okay. So anyway, she punched in and makes the comment about, is he married? Or does he have a wife or something like that? Like, we're watching the puppeteering in front of us. Porsha does not want Shamea on that show. Angela and Drew are taking more offense and more angst towards the person who laughed at this person saying she'll fuck her nigga. And Drew, this person led a smear campaign on your ass all motherfucking last season to give you this half-baked ass apology on the motherfucking reunion. Now, if you want to be mad at Shamea, you be mad at her. But what you're not gonna do, what we're not gonna do, is act like it looks like it don't look crazy as fuck for somebody to punch across when they need to be punched, or punch down when they need to be punching across. We need to punch right there in the Elvis. Does she look like Elvis? They heard that outfit? They bring back Kenya Moore. Oh my god, bring back fucking Kenya Moore. At any rate, there's no, even outside of the puppeteering, y'all are lying about how Porsha and Shamea have shown up in their friendship. We've seen Porsha show up poorly within her friendships with most of the women on this show. I don't think Porsha had a problem with, let's see, what, maybe Kim Fields, Shamari. I don't recall them having any issues. Tanya, Kim Zolciak. That's it. Every other woman on that show she has had issues with. Sheree, no, they did have they back and forth on season 10 or whatever, or season 9 maybe. It was a joke. You call yourself the princess of Thailandia. I'm not a hoe. I don't bust it wide open. I don't know what you do. Kenya was getting her fucking life on season 9 reunion. That shit was so fucking funny. And then when Shamea came out, guns blazing for Miss Phaedra. Southern Belle today and Hoover tomorrow. But anyway, for anybody to act like Shamea has not been a good friend for Porsha, half of her issues with people, not even just on this cast, but alone, The only time Shamea had issues with somebody that had nothing to do with Porsha was, I think, when she made that offhanded, which, by the way, if Eva wanted to monkey off her ass, then hey, by all means. But when she tried to insinuate that there was something going on with Eva and Missy Elliott, outside of that, every other issue that Shamea's had with somebody on this fucking show has been at the behest or on behalf of Porsha. She was at Kenya's spa event, not the hair spa, but, well, she was there. It was all there, child. Who is this hoe? Insurance fraud hoe. Be that bitch, still that bitch, will forever be that bitch. I'm gonna pay you dust. It was when Porsha looked at the kids. Y'all gotta watch for little stuff. But anyway, when Kenya was doing her salon launch and Shamea drank the bottle and said it was water, getting into it with Kenya on the boat, getting into it with Marlo season, what was it, 13? Like Shamea's always getting into issues with people on behalf of Porsha. That is a flaw in and of itself. She need to work on that shit. That is her sitting on that. Oh my god, her sitting on Porsha's lap and cementing herself as a lap dog. Oh my god, Porsha, please. I mean, Shamea, please go fucking erase that fucking video, that picture. Please delete it. It's gone. It's on the internet forever now. But please delete it. But anyway, there's plenty. My point in all this is, because I'm rambling, there are plenty of flaws that Shamea has, but one of them was not being a bad friend to Porsha. As far as last season is concerned, Drew and Angela should be dragged by Shamea every time they end a scene together. Because bitch, y'all got me liquored up. You made me feel safe to divulge my personal feelings about Porsha and past transgressions that we've had that we might have talked about, but maybe I didn't go all the way through with how I felt, because you see what Porsha does when you do that. She's playing with silver shit. Porsha doesn't like to be wrong. Porsha does not like accountability. Porsha can't even say, I'm sorry. The closest thing you'll get is when she's talked to Kelly and said, I hurt you, you hurt me. It's always what the other person did. Kenya has tried to tell y'all that. Mimi has tried to tell y'all that. Half of the women on this cast have tried to tell y'all, Porsha does not take accountability. Part 2 coming. My God, today, this is my last damn time recording this. I tried to do part 2 with the lights on. They got too damn hot. I had to take the jacket off. I was about to pass out. All right. Let's wrap this damn conversation up. I think it is stupid for people to say we don't know these people when we've been watching them on television. They filmed 3 months of their life. So, yeah, we get chopped up in edited versions, but for Porsha, we're not even going to let that excuse fly because she is a favorite, a fan favorite, and the network's favorite. Andy will back her bullshit up and eat it and slurp it through a straw. So we're not even going to use that excuse for Porsha because things are going to be edited in her favor. Now, when she got on Real Ultimate Girls Trip and when she got on Porsha's Family Matters and thought they weren't going to bring up that damn brawl where she assaulted Dennis and Pilar's grandmother for no goddamn reason, throwing plates and boom equipment and microphones and shit. Yeah. Mind you, this is the spinoff where you're supposed to rehabilitate your image from getting with that lady husband that you fist bumped. That lady husband that you almost walked into the house and then reminded yourself you was filming and rang the doorbell. That lady husband who, I didn't even remember this, but you checked her about her nigga age. She said he was 59. You said he's 56. Bitch, how the fuck you know? Some shit like that. I can't remember. But go watch the scene back. Nonetheless, we've been watching these people long enough to know how they move. We're not going to sit here and act like Porsha and Shamea failed each other in their friendships in the same way or at the same magnitudes. We don't even have to go all the way back. We could just go back to season 16 when Porsha had the nerve to show up hours fucking late. Mind you, it was daytime when Angela wig was about to fall off her motherfucking scalp. It's nighttime when Porsha ass showing up and they filming, I think in the summer months. So you were really fucking late. And then you got the nerve to come over here and put your pussy on my Range Rover. My friend got her car, my friend. You think she apologized after that shit when she got upstairs? I don't recall her saying I'm sorry. As if that fixes it, but you know. Then fast forward to the dinner at the bank. Shamea playing her song. Is that you? That sounds like Drew. That sounds like Drew. That's not you. That's not you. Everybody looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And by the way, further shows that Porsha full of shit because you saying that sounds like Drew. How would you know what Drew sounds like in the studio, Porsha? Because you knew they was doing music together. But you didn't want to talk about Simon. So you was going to drum up whatever storyline to not have to talk about the fact that you said you was coming on Porsha Gabadia and then you got a divorce 2 weeks before filming. And Andy didn't know about that one. I believe him on that. I definitely don't believe him when he says you was the biggest advocate for Shamea because we've known for years that that's been Candy. Candy girl. Everybody wants a woman. Anyway, yeah, you don't have to go back far to see how Porsha ain't shit as far as Shamea goes, or as far as any of the women go, because she's only ever not had conflict with about, out of all the housewives, let's see, when she was on Kim Fields. I don't think her and Sheree ever had deep beef, although I do recall the time where they got into it, where Sheree called her a hoe. And she said, I'm not a hoe, I don't spread it wide, I don't lay it low. And Sheree was like, I don't know what you do. Kenya was getting her life. I don't know if I brought that in part one or not, but my bad if I did. Kim Fields, Shamari. I don't think she had any issues with Shamari DeVoe. Shamari deserved the second season. And then, no, she did have a phone now with Eva. Let's see, Tanya. That's it. Every other woman on the show that she's been on cast with, she's had issues with. Cynthia had to kick her in the cooch, even though she acted like she don't remember that portion. She hasn't had no issue with Pinky, I'll say that, I guess. Yeah, that's it. About 5 women. Out of all the women that they shuffled on Housewives over the years, she's only not had conflict or falling outs with 5 of those women. And then for Shamea to be this big bad villain that y'all are claiming she is, how is she a lapdog and then she a villain? I'm not understanding. That don't make no damn sense. Y'all you sound stupid. You sound dumb. You're not smart. Did Shamea lie about rape to one up Candy in an argument? Or was that Porsha? Did Shamea walk up to somebody's house, walk in the house, didn't remember she was on camera filming, and run the doorbell, and then walked up with their lady husband months later? Or was that Porsha? Did Shamea go on a smear campaign about Peter and all the waitresses he's paying the penis to spite Cynthia? Lies I don't think were ever substantiated, because she always making shit up. And she said to Candy in the earlier clip in season 9, you said things about me, so I said things about you. She been making shit up. That's why you need fucking receipts when you come for a portion. Oh my God. And then to act as if anybody is saying stuff because of Shamea about your mama and your daughter, maybe they was talking about Shamea and dragging her and her daughter in special needs. You're not fucking special. It's raining when y'all can hear. Shout out to Mother Nature. I be in the Twilight Zone sometimes when I see y'all analysis of these episodes. And who y'all claim. I think y'all need a villain and a victim, and that's not how things always go in life. That's a very binary way of thinking. However, in this situation of friendships, yeah, Shamea was Porsha's victim. And you see what happens when she don't go along with Porsha. Shamea has been the punching bag for everybody this season. The way they're constructing these conversations, the way Porsha is slightly just enough punching in, but then also she want to walk out and act like, oh, I'm not going to be a part of this mess. Y'all talk about my best friend. But you sure wanted to ask if George was married. You sure wanted to pull that power move with Kelly at breakfast and talk about how much healing y'all had the night before. So if y'all can't see this lady for her works after 10 plus years of watching her, then y'all just stupid. Y'all are dumb or mesmerized by that glamour magic. It don't work over here. She looked like a good time. And that's what it is. Porsha's a good time girl. You go out with her and you have a good time. You don't tell her none of your secrets. Why you think Shamea wanted to get stuff off her chest but ain't been holding it? Because she ain't got shit to lose. Porsha don't have a fuck thing to lose except for that house. Yeah. I don't I don't know. And I was telling my friend, like, I don't know if this show is going to continue as it is with the template it has. I want Shamea to jump in her Kingdom War bag, custom hoes out, like she did season 9 with Phaedra, and sit with her legs crossed and wear their asses out. I would be calling Drew all types of deadbeat mothers. I would be saying, Angela, your daughter didn't even want to fuck with you because you don't like that she gay. I would take it to hell with their asses. I don't know if she's going to be able to do that. And I would have told Cynthia, shut the fuck up. You doing all this all the have a bitch straight kicking a puss. I would have wore their ass out. I don't know if she even got them in her again. She fighting back though. She called them a couple of bitches now in the scene because she ain't doing all her confessional gangster shit. She in the scene with their ass. So I don't know. We'll see how the reunion go. I wish they had to film it as early because then she could see some of us are on her side with certain situations. But yeah, if we get another season of Porsha and her puppets, I'm just gonna be watching reviews from my content creators. I'm not gonna be watching it my damn self or reviewing the show anymore because this is not entertaining to watch. Porsha is that bitch though. She told Angela, I'll fuck your nigga. And it ain't even just about lapdog for her this season. You gave her ass a mother child, big bumbleclot pussy lips. Porsha said, I'll fuck your nigga, and got an award from the big in the same season. And now you lapdog for her. You calling Shamea lapdog, baby, that's you, and that's Drew. After she spent the season dragging your ass, Drew, oh my God. All because she didn't want to talk about Simon. That's it. That's all. Porsha had no genuine interest. Y'all do know, like for instance, when Porsha was doing that shady ass shit at the table, telling herself, that's not you. That's Drew, isn't it? Porsha's not smart. Porsha knew that Drew and Dennis were doing music together. She heard the goddamn music. Why do you think she said that? Anyway, and then did all that dragging of Drew to get the goddamn reunion and look, I'm sorry, here, and just come and hug her. What the fuck? Drew and Angela, better than I ever could be. I'll be dragging Porsha by her go naked this motherfucker till season 19, baby, after that shit. But no, it's easier for them to punch down at Shamea than to punch across where they need to really be punching at. But Porsha that bitch, she got her puppets. Be bossed around by their boss. Now they got go naked hair contract, so they definitely ain't gonna go up against that. Ain't shit where you eat, baby. At any rate, for me, I think where they fumbled was season 16. They should have brought back Nene, Kenya, I don't care for her, but Porsha, and Cynthia. She'd still be a friend though if she wanted to. But bring those 4 back, have them bring on 2 of their friends, and then next season, give the housewives that are OG pay or close to, but give them a friend of role and kind of like fade them out over the next few seasons. Maybe with the exception of Nene, only because Nene has new updates in her life she can talk about. Whereas with Kenya and, well, you know what, give Kenya another Full Housewives season 2 because y'all shafted her with her spa shit. Because really, we were supposed to see her spa in season 15, and they showed it for like 8 seconds. Fire truly original too. Fuck them. But at any rate, it's too much favoritism going on this bitch. Andy has his clear favorites, Porsha, Giselle. We can see it. We should be able to see that shit. And then production got their favorites as well, to where they're editing scenes outside of the sequence that they happen to make somebody look a certain way or do all this fuck shit. We don't need all that. We need the women to come on, tell their motherfucking lies, and let the natural conflict be organic. Stop trying to overproduce shit. That's why it's not fun to watch this shit. But at any rate, with the exceptions of Mimi and Kenya, have them, at least do 2 full years as housewives. Cynthia and Porsha, they can fade out. Porsha ain't gonna talk about her real life anyways. She did all that beef with Drew, just not talk about Simon. But have the friends slowly take over as housewives. And then you have the friends have a couple of years of being genuinely friends, or at least crafting the dynamics together. So it ain't like this housewives survivors thing where the bitches ain't friends. I don't like to call women bitches. But they're not friends. They're not friends with each other. We're watching a game show at this point. I think that would have been a way to make things organic. With Sweet 16, Sour 16, baby. My God, today. And Britt Edie should have been nowhere near the motherfucking casting. Should have left her ass to Basketball Wives, Love Hip Hop or some shit. But at any rate, Kenya, I would fuck my daughter up if I were to go get a nose job and I sound like that. Shamea, I hope you got your Kenya back this reunion. Speaking of Kenya and Custom Hoes out with your legs crossed, I would be calling Drew. I would be calling her all types of deadbeats. I would be wearing Angela out about her situation with her daughter and also them houses. Where the fuck is them fans at? Where them fans at? I'd be singing that shit. Part 1, part 2, and part 3 of the reunion. If they give us a part 3, I would be wearing their asses low. As far as Porsha, the lid is off the cap with that. So, we're going to have to see where that goes. This reunion should be interesting if nothing else. But, if we get another season of Porsha's puppets, like, towards the end of this reunion, I don't start seeing some breakup in this motherfucking puppeteering shit they got going on. Like, next season, I won't be watching or recapping. It's not enjoyable to watch at this point. We have strayed so far from what Housewives used to be. Yeah. It's just not enjoyable to watch. There should be no alliances. There shouldn't be all this overproducing each other and overproducing scenes. Like, let production do what they do. Production already does enough. Let them do that, and y'all just come there and do what you would naturally do. But yeah, it's so sad to watch the black franchises just go down like this. Potomac too. I really have no interest in seeing regular Robin and what she's been doing. Girl, you don't even have the pussy lips to show up to your motherfucking event for your fucking podcast, bitch. Y'all, sorry. For your damn podcast. You can't even show up to your own shit. What the fuck? And you mad about your ass getting fired. Baby, they gave you more chances than they gave Kenya more, baby. You loitered your engagement and wedding over the cast and the crew and the audience for 6 years, my nigga. Finally got married to the nigga off camera. Kenya got married to Mark swiftly and was given a pay cut. Just like that. And you still was given 2 more years of chances after that. Still couldn't use that white privilege. You want to get on my damn nerves. I can't stand the white women on Potomac. You're white looking ass. Okay. Yeah, the black shows on Bravo, or at least the Housewives. I heard they got rid of all the other shit. Then I heard it's overperforming or outperforming the other shows that they're keeping that nobody's really watching. But Bravo. They like them black and stupid. Hey, Miss Labadia, Williams, Stewart, almost McKinley, and Bryant. Why the fuck is Giselle still walking around with that nigga name? Your dad, well, that child, Candace better than y'all thought Candace said was bad. If I was Candace and she laughed at me and said tears, and said I was trying to make shit about me after crying about her, I would have said, fuck you and your dad, daddy, bitch. And I would have felt no type of ways about saying it. So wasn't he a colorist? Then he called a dark-skinned woman Aunt Jemima. Girl, y'all, I don't need to be on none of these TV shows for real. But y'all let me know down below what y'all think about Porsha's Puppets of Atlanta. Peace.